What is up, everybody? It's Verta here, and thank you so much for stopping by. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I am super excited. Now, we got leaks, and every time there's leaks, I get excited. You guys love it. And today we have crazy leaks. Actually, it's nobody expected this, because the Demon Lands might not just be one continent pushed out. It might be two. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, or rather two territories. It sounds weird, but let's get into it. You know, there was this thing that was about to happen. It's called Dawnbreak, and all of a sudden PA kind of zipped and never said anything about it for literally a year, and they still haven't even mentioned it. Well, they are apparently ready with it. Like ready with it. They have full-blown texture that seems to be filled with things, and apparently it can release simultaneously is what I'm telling you. This is insane. Now let me just tell you, originally what we knew was going to happen about 2 years ago when they showed us Edania, or rather the Alieli, what was at the time, was that we're gonna get Dawnbreak, which is Mountain of Eternal Winter Part 2, finish this and then head to Edania. Then the plan kind of changed because, you know, PA saw the player reception towards the Demon Lands, and they were like, okay, let's give them Demon Lands first because, you know, reception, it matters. Let's make the players happy, which we're all up for, by the way, even us lore freaks. But now the theories were that Demon Lands is going to be shattered into two parts because it's a crazy big zone. It's actually literally the size of Land of the Morning Light. In reality, it is. So we definitely knew that this is going to be a two-part content, probably split into the middle with another zone. So in the typical PA fashion, Land of the Morning Light Part 1, Lukita Part 2 of Land of the Morning Light. And we thought the same thing for Demon Lands. Part 1, Dawnbreak, and then Part 2. But now we're looking at the Demon Lands being fully mapped, fully ready to be pushed out, and leaks are suggesting that Dawnbreak is fully ready to be pushed out. Now, I'm going to read this through, and I saw it and I read it, and, you know, the new location is fully done onto the map, and the territory is there, and the preparation for Edania is completed, and we didn't know about this. And not just this, because the leaks are not just Dawnbreak obviously happening very soon. We have 3 new bosses joining the Edania roster of big baddies, and they're not random bosses. A brand new mermaid boss, which I know is gonna sound very weird and very, people are gonna be like, wait, hold on a minute, what do you mean a mermaid boss? Pearl Abyss about a month ago, or like a little less than a month ago, started pushing out mermaid lore with this ancient civilization that managed to escape the Urzekan clutches, and they moved away to the western side of Edania to settle there. And this western side of Edania is also very close to Crow's Nest, which of course Pitrigo is inside, which also means Corsair's dad could have met there with the mama. And not just this, seeing how Edania progresses into, you know, tying in the loose ends of the story and people to finally meet their, you know, maternal or paternal figures, like Anslar for the Valkyries, like Caphras for Orwent, and now we have, you know, Jordine's going to be there as a boss. Now, this wasn't really a groundbreaking revelation. We kind of know that he was going to be there, but we don't know under what magnitude. We don't know that he is going to be literally a boss to fight. So Jordine will be the Demon Lands as some sort of a boss. Now, aside of this Jordine fight, of course, the mermaid fight is going to be, I don't know, theorizing to be probably Corsair's mom, just looking at how they're going about it, right? It kind of goes into old characters returning into the mythos and to be fought out for some sort of a culmination in a sense. So it would make so much sense for this mermaid boss to be Corsair's mom over there, which we have wanted to know about for the past, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years. So that also aside, but the biggest of those bosses is none other than Cartian. Yes, the immortal sorceress, the owner of the outfit, the Awakening Sork, is literally Cartian. She is responsible for so much of what Elezra is doing. She used to be a companion towards Elezra at some point. Then she would mysteriously disappear and leave Elezra to her own, machinations. And Cartian would just apparently, I wouldn't say revoke the Black Spirit in a sense, but she would disappear and people presumed her to be dead, and her black spirit would be in a different predicament, let's just say it as such, without doing any spoilers potentially. But Cartian being a boss in Edania is crazy, which every week those leaks are increasing. The content that we're getting is going above and beyond, and something that makes me so happy is that Pearl Abyss are actually moving towards BDO becoming more of a storytell with all of its great PvE and PvP aspects inside. Don't get tilted, you stupid buffoons. And then to become a game with depth, so you feel the connection to the world, you feel the heft that it bears upon you. And I think this is absolutely fantastic. It looks like Pearl Abyss are tying loose ends so that they finish the first 10-year saga, let's say it like this, properly, with some good storytelling that will make us turn around and look into BDO like, whoa, I didn't expect this. They're setting up something insane, and I am all here for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I love you as always. Make sure to check the Grim Verdict podcast, which is down below into the description. We just talk about lore, BDO, introducing some positivity in your life instead of drama content. So, yeah, fun times. So I'll see you then. See you guys. Bye-bye. Mwah. Much love.